All right, kids, gather round. It is time to talk about the legend of, oh my god, there's no content coming. There's nothing. Nah, bro. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. I know if you guys were in my position, you guys would be tempted to clickbait, over exaggerate. I would never. So we got there, like, basically nothing coming. The good news, however, with nothing coming here, is I've been saying that there was going to be nothing coming. Listen, when we do these, these, like, all right, like, here's what's coming. I think the Dokkan Fest is there, the LR is there. This year, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like 9 out of 10 times I'm on the money. And then the one time I'm wrong and they go, "You're never right. You're always wrong." It's like, bro, please, man. But yeah, there's nothing here. We're thinking that the Part 2 LR is going to be on the 16th. So that's not this week. That's next week. So this week is going to be the desert. There's nothing. I mean, now is the time, take your girlfriend out to get a Christmas tree, play some Dispatch or some game or something like that. Right now, you guys know your boy, I have been, any new games coming? Oh my god, I noticed this, dude. So there's now PS5 versions of Yakuza. This is Yakuza, basically 0, 1, and 2. All just got PS5 versions, right? Like Yakuza Kiwami 2, and then Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Now, I saw that these games, it's you can't, like, transfer save data and stuff like that. So, bro, I've been meaning to jump into Kiwami 2. Bro, there's just so many games to play. It just makes me sick. I actually will never, like, be able to play all the games I want to play. It sucks. There's so much stuff. Like, when you just genuinely love games like I do, like, it's all good, right? I want to play all this stuff, but I'm working through Dragon Quest, right, at the moment, so I'll probably be doing quite a bit of Dragon Quest this week. Anyways, yeah, sorry, I didn't realize we were going to be talking about Yakuza, but, like, a lot of my videos these days, we just go off the cuff, right? These are not scripted. This is just, you're watching a genius painter paint a picture right here, okay? You're watching Lil Wayne in the booth right here. That's what you're seeing when I'm at work right here, okay? I mean, that's a, anyway, let's continue. Not to compare myself to Lil Wayne, but I've been called Dokkan Lil Wayne. It is true. That's what they've said. They've said this. Not me. Others have said it. So, all right, yeah. Anyway, let's just take a look at what we've got here. What looks like is not coming. Blah 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 blah. So the information on upcoming content is the barren desert. All we have is heavenly events. Is it? Now, I don't take this as... Oh, wait, no, this one is not... This Garlic Jr. is not going to be on Heavenly Events. Yeah. Because this is from the movie, right? Like, he's fighting just in his own, like, I don't know, Palace of Evil, his demon palace, right? The other Garlic Jr., this guy right here, he's on Heavenly Events. Because remember, this filler arc is taking place on Kami's Lookout. This is still the stupidest category in existence, by the way. It just is Kami's Lookout, the category. It's so dumb, right? By the way, you could make a case that the blue Vegetas from the Future Trunks saga should be on here, right? Because remember, he trains in the hyperbolic time chamber, and it makes no sense. He blows it up from the inside and destroys. He shouldn't be able to do that. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. But, like, he trains in Kami's Lookout, right? So, like, the tag blues probably should be on Heavenly Events and stuff. Not the biggest deal, but yeah. Anyway, so this is going to be the Extreme Super Battle Road stage. Kid Gohan is here. Okay. I mean, yeah, EZA Kid Gohan is very good. Trunks and Goten are good, although they are pretty heavily restricted. Glorio is a good Super Battle Road character. Obviously, we'll have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. One other thing I do need to point out, though, right, is Heavenly Events, right? Right now, because this Christmas carnival every year, it's not like, oh, like some big super mystery or something. Every year, it's very simple. It's just what, chat? A Super Saiyan, right? Like, and in this time slot, it is typically a literal Super Saiyan. As in 2024, well, I guess it was last year was Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, right? I guess Golden War is probably what we could go with, right? 2023 was Super Saiyan Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks from the Android 13 movie. 2022 was the Super Saiyan Goku from the Hachiyak movie. 2021 was the LR Super Saiyan Future Gohan and Future Trunks. 2020 was the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. 2019 was the Super Saiyan Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku from the Android 13 movie. 2018 is the one exception. It was just Trunks and Mai. The Future Trunks and Mai card. This is a really weird one that was the Christmas Carnival, but this was the Christmas Carnival right here in 2018. The thing about this though is that like the next week was Blue Gogeta and Broly, right? So like it didn't really matter that like right because it's a Blue Gogeta and Broly is what people were going crazy for. And then the year before that was Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Are the characters that released. My point is, I think we're much more likely to see, again, like Super Vegeta, Super Trunks, like a tag version of them or something like that as the Christmas Carnival card coming up right here, as opposed to just like some Android character being the Christmas Carnival. So I would just tell you guys that my expectation here is that we're going to be seeing, something like, again, Super Vegeta and Super Trunks tag version, rather than, again, like a Perfect Cell. Although I think Perfect Cell is a character that does actually have a chance. I think we could see Perfect Cell. Because, remember, 10th anniversary had Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and it had Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in there. But we're in need of both Baby and a Perfect Cell. Well, Baby just recently got his Dokkan Fest. Could they drop Perfect Cell as well? I think they could. So, maybe. Not a 0% chance, right? That we're going to see that. So, just kind of wanted to, throw that out there that maybe Perfect Cell, but probably blah, 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 blah. I'm really slow in this video. Is this a bad video? Oh, yeah, well, whatever. It's probably going to be like a Heavenly Events Vegeta and Trunks type thing for the Part 2 LR, but we'll see, right? So, Heavenly Events could be getting some buffs there. So, there's that. AGL Trunks is getting his EZA. Remember, he comes out on, the 9th, right? I don't think AGL Trunks looks very good. I don't think they didn't give him really a great kit towards dealing with this meta right here. I'm sorry, guys. The problem is the GDC, like, crazy power creep fights is the problem. I know people, like, are just like, no, this character sucks, this character sucks. Like, to Dokkan Twitter stuff, like, every single character that's ever come out is fucking is terrible, right? Every character besides, like, Carnival Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, LR Beast Gohan, right? 7th Anniversary LR, it's like, every character besides them is just trash. But, like, we just are in a time period where these fights are so toxic. It is so, like, it's just so easy for a character to suck because of how disgusting these fights are. And, I mean, this Trunks, this mechanic of attacking to get dodge, like, is fun on paper. But when it's time for ass blasting difficult fights, that shit is trash. It's just trash. You need the dodge right away, and he doesn't have it. So that's going to be hard. I've seen some people throwing calcs around. I take every single calc I see with a grain of salt. I don't trust anyone's calcs, really, in this day and age. Like, I don't know, like a fucking Proton put up calcs, I'd trust that, right? Or something. But, the numbers I'm seeing for Trunks look like they're super low, too. I was thinking at the very least Trunks could do some damage. I'm not so sure. So it seems like he's just a huge fumbled EZA. I wanted Trunks to be good because his original release just feels like a not good release to me. So that does suck because this is one of the characters I really wanted to be good to EZA. But we did just get an old-time EZA like in this same week, right? It's less than a week ago that we got one of the best EZAs of all time. This character right here. And they are one of the best EZAs of all time. This character's insane. And this character's going to be good in a year from now, right? Unless bosses can nullify ghost ushers from happening or something. They're going to start doing that. They're going to make bosses that cannot be ghost ushered. Because they're going to find that, oh, wow, people are still using Fapu 3 years after he came out. We might need to do something about that. So get ready for that. But until the day they say ghost ushers aren't usable, or, you know, if they don't allow this character to use any of their abilities, this character's going to be good for a while. So, I mean, this is a thing that does happen with Dokkan, I guess, pretty regularly, where it's like one character was sacrificed, poor, pitiful Trunks right here, and another character got, you know, the grapefruit technique, EZA, on them. And that was this character right here. So, yeah, poor Trunks. Doesn't seem too good. Now, I should also mention, the majority of the celebration, I would guess, is going to be Android/Cell Saga. Like, I don't think Part 2 is going to, like, just be something besides Android/Cell Saga. I guess it could be, right? But I think it probably is still just going to remain within the parameters of this. I also am thinking that the Android stuff might be done. So, I did mention this. So, right here, EZA SA effects for 16 and 18. They're going to EZA eventually, right? Previously, when we would see this, it's like, oh, yeah, the character's going to EZA. But ever since LR, Goku, and Piccolo, we had like a similar type thing happened for Int, LR, Goku, and Piccolo. And chat, this happened in August. Well, no, actually, it would have been a July data download because it was Master Roshi. Let me just quickly go to the like, what was the exact day Master Roshi came out? Yeah, so there's ever since July of 2024, I think it was the Master Roshi data download, where it looked like this character was going to get an EZA, and they still haven't. We're talking, again, July of 2024. So, like, I saw this as well, but I didn't instantly just go, oh, the character's EZAing for sure. I thought, like, yeah, we could see them EZA, but maybe they don't. And unfortunately, it looks like they're not going to EZA, which does suck, because this would be a great EZA to introduce to the Android team right now. Another support type character. Hopefully they would make them strong defensively. More importantly, this is an Android 18 card, which means this would trigger Android 16's unit super attack. We would like to fill up his team with Android 17, 18 cards for the unit super attack, which makes 16 uber busted. But, you know, it is what it is. Looks like these boys, well, boy and girl, are not going to EZA, unfortunately. And then finally, the last thing we do have, there is one other thing in here. The World Tournament. Looks like LR Jackie Chun is presumably, going to be EZAing here. Now, remember, he's a World Tournament character, so I mean, they can make him very good. I'm not really too sure where we're running him, though. At Tao's team, like, I'm going to have to, you know, do some magic to get some Taos on my friends list. So I'm not really too sure. Right, I would guess Tao's team. Like, this guy, LRTN Tao, could maybe be a bit of an interesting core, but this is the type of character that is going to be very weak in this meta, just like Trunks is, with this ability right here. This shit ain't gonna work in some of these really nasty fights, so yeah, we'll see. And we'll see what some of the other World Tournament characters that might be dropping are going to look like. But there is going to be a World Tournament on the 12th coming up, right? So there we go, guys. There is everything that's going on this week. Not really going to be a busy week. AGL Trunks, EZA, Extreme Super Battle Road Stage, and then World Tournament. That's it. So now is the perfect time to, you know, do like non-Dokkan stuff. Take a little break from Dokkan. And then, you know, see if the Part 2 LR is going to be fire. Again, I would imagine it's some type of Android/Cell Saga Super Saiyan would be my guess. Maybe Bad Guys Goku. Maybe like a Trunks or something. I would definitely envision it being a Hybrid Saiyan character. Like, the character would have the Hybrid Saiyan category to help with the Red Zone Broly fight. I would assume that. Because Trunks doesn't look like he's going to help either mission too much, right? So I remember, that's what Dokkan does. Dokkan will drop a really nasty mission, and then they go, no worries, here's a summonable character for you to go use mommy's credit card on to get the summonable character to beat the mission, right? Like, that's typically what they do. So we'll probably see some major Hybrid Saiyan, Android/Cell Saga, Super Saiyan type character as the Part 2 LR. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.